Hey, this is Russ. I wanted to find out how you guys felt about finding old friends or people that you knew of back in the day. All right. I'm going to tell you a couple stories here. All right. When I hit my 30th high school reunion, see how old I am? I never went to my 10th reunion because my wife and I had gotten married and I had just moved out of the Chicago area to San Diego. So to come back for that right away for the reunion, I didn't go. Okay. And I don't think they knew where I was, so I didn't even know when the 20th reunion was. But I had moved back to the Chicago area, and somehow because of, I think it was classmates.com that got people together, they found me and said there's a 30th reunion. So I was able to reconnect with high school friends at the 30th reunion. Now, I will tell you that when I was in high school, I didn't have a lot of friends that I hung out with. I wouldn't say I didn't have a lot of friends, but I didn't have a lot of people that I hung out with. All right, I just hung out with just a handful of people that to this day I'm still friends with. Okay, but anyways, so at the 30th reunion, there was this girl that came up to me and she said, back in high school days, your sister and my sister were best friends in middle school. And that's true. They were. And I knew of her. I think they're half sisters. And I'm not going to mention names, but if she watches my videos, she'll know who she is. And she said to me, she says, my sister wanted me to find you to reach out to see how your sister's doing. Okay. So we talked a little bit, and we actually made a dinner date to go out to talk. So I met with her, and we had a good time talking. And I said to her, we stood at the same bus stop for 4 years in high school. I did not say one word to her at all, and she did not say one word to me either. We were definitely in different social cliques, all right, in that sense. We had nothing in common. We didn't say anything to each other. We went on the bus stop. I knew of her. I'm sure she knew of me. So 30 years later, we reconnected. Now we're still Facebook friends, and we comment a lot on each other's Facebook things. So interesting that you gain a new friend after somebody you've known for 30 years. It's longer than that now. We're past our 40th reunion as well. Give it time, we'll hit our 50th. Anyways, I'm excited to hear from new friends who were old friends who weren't really friends. Interestingly, too, our high school has connected a lot of us together. And I think that was initially it started from classmates.com, and then it became Facebook and everything, and everyone's all connected again. And these are people that I know of that were in my graduating class, and then some of them were in my classes. But again, I really didn't do a whole lot with anybody except for a handful of friends. I know a number of them remember me because they do come up, at these reunions and say hello and things like that. Let me tell you about probably our most famous graduate. I'm from a high school called Niles West in Skokie, Illinois, and probably our most famous graduate there. Well, a couple of people, but let me point one out that was from my class. Is Bart Connor. Now I don't know if you know Bart Connor, but he was a gymnast, and he married Nadia Comaneci. Remember her? Some people call her Nadia Comaneci. I don't know the proper pronunciation, but Bart and Nadia got married. But Bart was originally from my junior high, and then in high school. Now, I never had any connection to Bart at all. Even in junior high, I know that he was our class president, I believe, in 8th grade. And we did a talent show, and I remember Bart, I think he did the emceeing, and I think he introduced me, and I went up there and played piano. I'm actually more of a guitarist today, but anyways, in high school, we all heard about Bart because Bart was doing so well in gymnastics, and he went on to the Olympics and everything, and so he's famous. And so anyways, at our 30th reunion, I was assigned to take the photos for the, actually no, it was at our 40th reunion. See how old we are? I was assigned to take photos. I did take photos at the 30th reunion, but then at the 40th reunion, one of my friends, Greg, he says, Russ, why don't you take the photos? Because I am a professional photographer. So I did the photos, and anyways, Bart comes in. And so I said, hey, I introduced myself to Bart, and I go, Bart, I know you don't know me, but we were together in junior high as well as high school, but we never had any classes together. And Bart says to me, he says, I do remember you. I go, well, how would he remember me? I says, we never had any classes together. He goes, I don't know, but I know I've seen you in the halls. I know I do remember you. Now here's the reason why, I think. Because we didn't have that many Asians back in the day when we were in high school. Today, that high school has tons of Asians. But back in those days, there was just a handful of us, really. So Bart probably remembered me from seeing me in the halls. But it was kind of interesting that he did say, yeah, I do remember you. Don't know why, but I do remember you. The token Asian, I guess. You know what they say, you know, when somebody's just the guy that stands out because he's one of the few guys that are like that. Yeah, that's probably me. Anyways, today, when I get connected to old friends, I get kind of excited because, you know, I haven't seen or heard from that person in so long. And recently I just reconnected with somebody that actually she went to school with me when I was learning how to be an evidence tech. She was also an intern at Chula Vista Police Department, and then I interned right after her. So we reconnected. So I don't know if she's going to watch this video, but you know who you are. So I'm always excited to reconnect with other people. Will we ever do much contact beyond that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But it's always nice to know that they're still out there. How about you guys? Do you guys feel that too? Do you get excited when you reconnect with somebody? And let me say this too, not everybody you know you want to reconnect with, right? There's some people that you just, no, I don't want to reconnect with that person, you know. I'll tell you a story. There was a guy in our high school that reached out to me. I think he found me on Facebook, really, and he wanted to reconnect with me. So he just said, "Are you the person that I know, so and so?" And he gives me, you know, who he is, and yeah, we were. So we communicated via email for a while, and he knew my brother as well. And he started telling me about his background, what he's been doing for years, and believe me, it's not been good. So I told my brother, I says he would like to reconnect with us. My brother just said, no, I don't want to reconnect with him. I felt kind of bad because I know that he really wanted to get in contact with us. And so I told him on email, I says, my brother said he'd rather not reconnect with you. So he told me, he says, okay, he says, I understand. If you don't want to connect with me, that's fine. And I'll just leave you alone. And he did. I haven't heard from him since. So at least he honored that. You know, he knew that we weren't going to connect, and he kind of dropped it at that point. Anyways, there are people you want to connect with, some people you don't. Hey, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and definitely hit the bell icon so we can connect. And if you do write a comment, and I hope you guys do, because I do look forward to comments. I try my best to answer them, all right? And if this channel ever grows to the big amount that some of these YouTubers have, yeah, it might be hard for me to answer everybody. But right now I do. I usually do answer every single one. So write a comment. Let me know who you are, how you connected with me, and why you're here. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time.